All right, Coach. Regional rankings came out. You were in 7th. You dropped 2 tough games. Your thoughts on those games overall?
Well, we just didn't finish in game 1. We had a 3-0 lead, and we didn't put them away when we had an opportunity to, and let a scrappy team hang around. And next thing you know, we lose at the bottom of the 7th. So it was a tough week for us. It was just a tough week overall. About a 7-day stretch there where we had to travel to Silver City, and then most of them went home and were on the road for Easter weekend, and then got back and left 2 days later to go down to Laredo. So it was a tough travel schedule for us, and whatever coach put that together, that was probably his fault. But we just appreciate International and this week St. Ed's playing us during midweeks this time of year because it was our off weekend, and we wanted games going into the postseason. And we really need to get 2 wins tomorrow off St. Edwards that could help us out. And then we'll play West Texas A&M the first game on Friday at the conference tournament, and that would be a huge win if we could get it to solidify us hopefully into the regional rankings. All 6 teams at the Lone Star Conference have a chance to win it. We say that every year. But we're in that 6th seed, so we're looking to play spoiler this year and make a run. I think in 2014 we won it as the 4 or 5 seed, so that's what we're shooting for again this year. But we got a work cut out for us, but girls are keeping a good attitude about it. They're staying positive. They're still working hard for us, so I expect that we'll go out and compete hard and see how things go.
Yeah, how big is it that St. Edwards gets to come here and you guys, because you mentioned all that travel that you guys just did, and you don't have to travel tomorrow?
Well, yeah, we wouldn't have accepted it if we didn't have the opportunity to play here at home, but it's one of those deals where it's huge that we're getting to play, but at the same time it could bite us if we go out and lose another game. And they're a team that they just keep getting better and better. They have huge wins this year. They beat Commerce. I think they run World Commerce. They beat us. They've beaten St. Mary's. They've beaten Oklahoma Christian. They've beaten everybody they played once. They just haven't won enough games to be over 500. But they've got a pitcher who is throwing the heck out of it right now. She just keeps the ball down in the zone, has really good movement. It's hard to elevate, hard to lift anything, get the drive ball out of the ballpark on her. And then in the batter's box, they just scrap. So, we've worked all weekend on the drop ball, hitting that drop ball, and trying to be able to get down there and still get it on the line, hit some line drives, and hopefully our pitchers will have an effective day tomorrow. It's a 4 o'clock start on a Tuesday. We'd love to see a huge crowd out, and it's the last opportunity you'll have to see us here at home at all. There will be no postseason here at Myers Stadium this year, so hopefully we can have a big crowd. We really do need 2 wins and positive momentum going into the conference tournament.
And we all know about West Texas A&M, Angelo State softball. It's such a fun matchup to watch. Once again, playing in the conference tournament, it just seems like it's a every year kind of thing. What do you expect out of this time around?
Yeah, the biggest difference this year is it's first round game instead of the championship game, which is what it's been a lot of the times. But they're still a really good offensive team who, with Kylie Moore, their big power hitting left-hander who can hit the ball out of the ballpark at any moment, and then they've got a freshman center fielder who's got 14 home runs. They've hit a stupid amount of home runs. In their facility, it flies out there pretty easily. So I think that it will help us playing down at Kingsville. Kingsville's a deeper facility. You've really got to drive it to get it out of that park. We have a good outfield. They have a good outfield, so the outfields are going to get tested, I'm sure, to go track some balls down. But it's a long drive for them to go all the way down there. They haven't had a lot of success at Kingsville the last couple of years, so hopefully those kind of things will play into our favor. But again, yeah, you're right. It's Angelo State, West Texas A&M. It's going to be competitive and it's going to be fierce, and hopefully we can find a way at the end of the day to end up on top.
Is it tough to kind of overlook these last 2 games against St. Edwards and just kind of get ready for the conference tournament right away?
It better not be, because we've already emphasized that a lot about these are 2 big wins. We're not in the luxury of dropping more games and still making it into the regional tournament. So we've got to go out and get 2 wins. We have not even talked about West Texas A&M yet to our team. It's just all been focused on St. Edwards because these are really big games for us in the regional ranking. And then really come conference tournament time, we just can't afford any upsets in the other two conference tournaments in the Rocky. We're going to be huge Colorado Mesa fans, and we're going to be huge St. Mary's fans this week as well, because we need those top teams that are ahead of us in the regional ranking or right there with us. We need those two to win, and not an outsider come up and knock us out, or win and take one of those automatic spots and potentially knock us out.